Hello children, good morning to all. In this class, we will continue discussing Lesson 7, Ancient India, Social Studies, Class 4. The exercise part, that is workout. In this class, we have discussed about Indus Valley Civilization, which is the oldest civilization of our country, India, the first town planning. And Indus Valley Civilization was situated on the banks of river Indus. That is the reason it is known as Indus Valley Civilization. And there were many important towns and cities. Some of them were Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and Chanhu-daro. Now they are in Pakistan. And Kalibangan, Dholavira and Lothal. And they are in India. And they also had trading with different civilizations. That is maritime trade links with Mesopotamia. They had trading. That is buying and selling things through the sea by using ships. Okay, they had maritime trading with Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia means this is also one of the oldest civilization of the world. They had maritime trade links with Mesopotamian civilization. They also had land trade in Central Asia. They also had land trading in Central Asia. The countries were Afghanistan and Persia. And also we have discussed about the art of Indus Valley civilization. They made seals, and on the seals they made different designs of animal pictures. And they also made bronze figures, that is bronze statues and engravings. Engraving means it is a design made on hard substances, okay? On hard things. So I hope you understood about trade and art, about Indus Valley civilization. Now let us discuss workout. A. Fill in the blanks with the correct answers. For each and every question, 3 options are given here. Among these 3 options, one is correct, so we have to choose the correct one. 1. Death has no written records. The answer is option A, prehistory. Prehistory has no written records. Why? Because prehistory was the period when human beings did not know how to read and write. That is the reason prehistory has no written records. We get information, we know about whatever happened during the prehistory period from the buildings, okay, and the things made by the people. 2. Pottery and jewelry are, the answer is option C, artifacts. So they are artifacts, means pottery and jewelry are made by the people, okay, of Indus Valley civilization. So that is why pottery and jewelry are artifacts, means which are made by people. 3. The Indus Valley civilization is a part of India. The answer is option A, ancient India. In our country, India, history is divided into 3 periods. Those are ancient, medieval and modern. So the Indus Valley civilization is a part of ancient history. 4. The Indus Valley civilization flourished on the banks of the river. Option B, Indus. The answer is Indus. The Indus Valley civilization flourished means spreaded. It was located on the banks of river Indus. 5. The site of Kalibangan is in, the answer is Rajasthan. Option B. So now Kalibangan is in the state Rajasthan. Next, B. Write T4 true and F4 false. If the statement is true, write T in the given box, and if it is false, write F in the given box. 1. There are many written records of the prehistoric period. That is false. Why? Because, yes, it is false because there are no written records of the prehistoric period, because during the prehistoric period, human beings did not know how to read and write. So there are no written records. It is false. Write F in the given box. 2. Indian history is divided into 3 periods. Yes, Indian history is divided into 3 periods. This is true. What are they? Ancient history, medieval history and modern history. 3. The Indus Valley civilization was a part of medieval India. That is false. Why? Because the Indus Valley civilization was a part of ancient India, that is ancient history. 4. The people of Indus Valley made terracotta figures. That is true, yes. The people of Indus Valley civilization, they made terracotta figures, means they made statues, human figures by using terracotta materials. It means that red and brownish materials. So I hope you understood about exercise A and B. Next, C, answer these questions. I request all of you to write it in your social studies notebook. C, answer these questions. 1. What is history? The answer is history is the study of the past. What do you mean by history? Means whatever happened in the past. We study about the past. That is known as history. 2. Name the 3 periods of Indian history. The 3 periods of Indian history are ancient, medieval and modern. It means that in India history is divided into 3 periods. Those are ancient history, medieval history and modern history. And Indus Valley civilization, whatever we learned in this lesson about Indus Valley civilization, it is a part of ancient history. 3. What kind of art did the Indus Valley people make? So the Indus Valley people made terracotta figures, seals and pottery. It means that whatever handicrafts, there were many craftsmen who were skilled during the Indus Valley period, that is Indus Valley civilization. So the Indus Valley civilization, in the Indus Valley civilization, the Indus Valley people, they made terracotta figures by using red and brownish substance to make figures, to make statues, and they also made seals. And on the seals they engrave animal pictures. They made designs of animals, and they also made pottery, pots and different things, different items in which they used to store and cook food. 4. Name some important cities and sites of the Indus Valley civilization. So, there are many important cities and sites in the Indus Valley civilization. Some of them were Chanudaro, Kalibangan, Lothal, Dholavira, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. These are some of the important cities of Indus Valley civilization. Okay. Now some of the cities are in Pakistan and some of the cities are in our country, India. Next, 5. What advancements did the Indus Valley people make it town planning? Means for town planning, what are the things developed? What are the things made by the Indus Valley people? How it was developed? What were the infrastructures of Indus Valley people? Now let us check it out about all the advancements for town planning, what they did. The towns of Indus Valley civilization were well planned. The roads were broad and straight. Burnt bricks were used to pave streets as well as to build houses. The cities had proper drains, which shows that the people paid attention to cleanliness. Some of the most important buildings of the Indus Valley civilization are the Great Bath, a dockyard and a granary. So, there were many buildings and many things, many infrastructures built by the Indus Valley people for development of town, that is for town planning. What they did, the towns of Indus Valley people were well planned. Whatever towns they built, whatever town planning the people of Indus Valley did, the Indus Valley civilization were well planned. They built roads which were broad and straight. The roads of Indus Valley civilization were broad, that is big, okay, extended and straight. The roads were straight. Burnt bricks were used to pave streets. They used burnt bricks to cover the streets and to build houses, okay, to pave the streets, to cover the roads, streets, and to build houses. Okay. One materials they used burnt bricks. The cities had proper drains, means they also built drains through which water flows out. Okay, the waste materials could flow out easily, which shows that the people paid attention to cleanliness. So they were clean. Okay. That is why they built drains. From these drains, we get information that the people were neat and clean. They paid attention to cleanliness. Some of the most important buildings of the Indus Valley civilization are the Great Bath, a dockyard, and a granary. So they built many buildings, many important buildings. Okay, so some of the most important buildings. Okay, most important buildings of Indus Valley civilization are the Great Bath. They built a building that is Great Bath, a dockyard. What do you mean by dockyard? That is, a dockyard means where goods are loaded and unloaded from the ship. That is dockyard. That is, we can call it as a station. Okay, ship station. And a granary. What do you mean by granary? They also built. Okay, they also built building, a building which was known as granary, means where food grains, whatever they cultivated, after harvesting they store all the food grains in a granary. So these were the most important buildings of the Indus Valley civilization. So dear children, I hope you understood about the exercise part of ancient India. If you have any doubt, I request all of you to feel free to contact me. Thank you. Have a nice day.